Okay, world, I'm up in my attic. Been asked many times how I did cut the cable. So here's how I did it. Did quite a bit of research online, and the question was mount the antenna outside or inside. I decided to try inside just because I had a lot of room up here in my attic, which hopefully y'all can see this, and it was easier access for me. So I started with, basically here's a wine guard antenna, outdoor. I got it indoor, mounted between the joists. You can see I did a pretty standard like 6 foot, 7 foot pole. I mounted it here with 2 brackets. And then up there at the roof, the antenna itself is mounted with a C-clamp. Then one thing that I needed was a preamp. So that's what I got right there, mounted in. So the antenna cable comes in through here, goes into the amplifier, and then from the amplifier it starts trekking down. I've got a splitter here, one splitter to provide power, and the other one is a home run. So we'll follow the home run first. So I got a little lucky. So from my basement, one thing you'll want to find out is where in your house do all the cables come together. Mine was in my basement. They shot them all the way up to the attic area, and then the cables were just laying. So I just took, in one of my bedrooms, I just sacrificed one of their cable runs, found out which one that was, and then I spliced into that, and then that became my home run from the antenna down to the junction where all the rest of the house went. What I needed though was power to feed my antenna amplifier, the preamp. So in this model, the AP8700, it's powered through actually coax. So what I did was, over here as we go, I mounted a board across, this actually was already here I think, and so I just mounted to it, and I went over here to my pole chain light, and from my pole chain light did a pigtail in there with power, which you can see coming out the back, and I just mounted a duplex outlet up there. You can see that's got my power into it, and so that cable just runs through here. So that's pretty much all she wrote. So I pointed it north. There were some questions about whether, you know, being inside, would the shingle nails actually interfere with the signal? It might be. Maybe that's why I needed the preamp. I'm also down in a little bit of a valley, so I don't know. But once I put the preamp in, which was fairly simple, it worked great. So pull in all the digital over-the-air cables, and still have Mediacom for broadband, but that does all of our Wi-Fi, and we've got Hulu and Netflix and all the different streaming services. But that's pretty much it. Fairly easy to do and tinker with. If it hadn't have worked, I don't know if I'd have gone with an outside mount or not. The roof is pretty steep, and I don't know what our covenants are for a tower, but I would have definitely explored it. Did this in 2013 and haven't looked back since. I might add a picture to this at the end of the video. We'll see if I can figure that out.